subscribers and fans. I am the Iceman, and all you newcomers, welcome to my channel. Today, when I rolled out of bed, I started doing my daily penguin routines, and it dawned on me, what if Rodan existed? I imagine him flying overhead, the people in terror, his high-pitched shrieks piercing the ears of many. Children in classrooms going through routine emergency procedures, similar to how they would act if a hurricane or tornado were to strike every time Rodan was in the vicinity. There's this place called the Virgin Islands. Check it out if you haven't. In the scenario where Rodan existed, I imagine these islands being used as sacrificial locations to where altars will be built on them. Young women virgins offered up to Rodan. People creating religions around this mighty kaiju beast. Some thinking he is the fulfillment of prophecies from millennia ago. Others claiming he is the manifestation of God himself or the devil. Much turmoil will be set upon humanity. Economies will collapse. And if there's a beast this freaking large, think about how large he is. According to the Godzilla wiki page, he has a wingspan of 200 meters and weighs 30,000 metric tons. And he can blast a uranium beam from his freaking beak. But my point is, with a beast of this size, he gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? So I imagine him causing a massive shortage in the agricultural meat markets to where he would go around and just eat entire fields of cows. In fact, he would seek all sorts of things for food sources. He would plunge into the depths of the oceans, picking up great-sized whales. Environmentalists and animal rights activists would be frickin' pissed off, although they would be in conflict with themselves, considering how Rodan as well is, partly anyway, a product of nature. But what matters most is, with this sort of stuff being done, he would offset the balance of nature to where the prices of meat would skyrocket. And basically, everyone would have to become a vegetarian. And just like how it was back in the old days, only the rich folks would be fat, because they would be the ones who would be capable of affording high-priced meats, or meats at all, for that matter. It would once again become socially acceptable for mortals to be extremely skinny and thin, because, like I said, everyone would be thin except for the rich folk. And with the meat markets crashing and agricultural markets crashing, there would be devastation throughout the world. Potentially billions of people suffering from this change in the economical climate. Starvation, perhaps, would occur on a massive scale. The import and export markets would be severely affected because every time they'd think about flying cargo overseas, or shipping it for that matter, they would have to factor in the potential that Rodan would destroy it. So investors would more so back out of these sort of situations, and many nations would go more in a national way than they would a global way when it comes to their economical sustainability. Rodan can take a huge shit beating. It would make sense that some governmental authorities would utilize their military to try to destroy Rodan, but I highly doubt they would be able to succeed in this, as Rodan took blasts from Godzilla's atomic breath and was barely even affected by it. He would simply regenerate and outmaneuver missiles and take hits, but he would most certainly defend himself and cause massive destruction upon anyone who seeks to harm him. And there's also this possibility, check this out, some evil dictators might choose to use Rodan as a sort of co-opt to control the population. And here's how they would do it. They would utilize their militaries and act as if they're trying to destroy Rodan. And what comes with that is collateral damage. Now this collateral damage would be the lives of millions and millions of people. Say they would launch nukes at Rodan and it would kill billions of people even. But this dictatorship would continually regurgitate the narrative that they're simply trying to kill Rodan because otherwise Rodan will destroy all of humanity. So people might have to die while they try to do this. While all along, secretly, they will know that Rodan cannot be defeated by their weapons, but they will continue to do this until the global population is at a sustainable level in their ideal. So some evil shit might go on if a kaiju like this existed. And not only from the kaiju, but yeah, some people might try to take it to their advantage as well, in the name of population control, for example. I don't know, guys, it's a super freaky thing to think about. So what are your thoughts on this matter? What do you think the world would be like if Rodan existed? And what sort of events would you hope for if this were to be the case? Let me know in the comments below. And like this damn video if you haven't yet. For I am the Iceman. More videos to come.